Today, I will be showing you this amazing strategy that gives a lot of winning signals. This strategy made 77% win rate within a short period of time. It was backtested 200 times. And it is very easy to understand. I recently discovered the strategy as it uses just 2 indicators, which makes it very easy and user-friendly for beginners. I will backtest it 200 times, with an initial account size of $1,000, with 1.5 risk-reward ratio. Please make sure to hit the like button and subscribe, as it really helps the channel. Okay guys, so for today's strategy, we would be looking at the Euro-United States dollar pair, and we are on the 5 minutes time frame. For this strategy we would be using 3 indicators that work side by side to give the best entry possible. So let us go ahead and add the indicators to our chart. For the first indicator, go ahead and search for the QQE mod by Michael00, this one right here. This is a quantitative estimation. This indicator would be for our signal entry, as we would be using its value to determine when to enter a trade or not. Now for the second indicator, go ahead and search for the Dzewne trend indicator, this one right here by Dzewne. This is the first of its kind, as it is a very simple trend indicator based on EMAs and Heikin-Ashi. This would be serving as our signal filter, as it determines the conditions for a buy and sell trade. And for the last indicator, go ahead and add the Supertrend indicator by Kivink-Asbiljic. This is one of the most common ATR-based trailing stop indicators. The indicator is easy to use and gives an accurate trading about ongoing trend, so as it would be determining what the general trend in the market tends to be. Now we are equipped with the indicators. Let's quickly adjust the settings that would better suit our strategy. So for the settings, all indicators are perfect on its default settings, except for the Dzewne trend indicator. Go ahead and double click on it. We would only be making adjustment on the style, so go ahead and change color 0 to white. Then increase the opacity for better visualization. Also change color 1 to white and equally increase the opacity for the indicator. When you are done, go ahead and click on the OK button and we are set for the strategy. Now let me briefly explain what these indicators would be doing, before we head over to how we use them to entries trades, as this strategy works best in a trending market. Now for the QQE, we would be using its reading to enter our trades, as it would tell us when there is a change in the current situation of the market. And for the Supertrend, it is the reason why we have these buy and sell signal label on the chart. It would help us identify the general trend in the market, as when we see a green moving average, we would know that we are in a bullish trend, whereas if we get a red moving average, then we are in a bearish trend. And for this Dzewne trend indicator, it would filter the signals from our Supertrend, as to know when the right opportunity presents itself for trade entries. Now listen carefully, as I have seen a lot of people who mess up the strategy and end up complaining about not getting the best result with it. Let's now go over to the rules of our buy and sell entries. Now for a buy trade to be valid, we would want to see a green MA from our Supertrend indicator. Then we would have to wait till price closes below the Dzewne trend indicator. At this point, we would want to monitor the QQE, as we would be entering a buy trade when the next histogram closes inside the QQE moving average. As we can see here, we have a green moving average from the QQE, as we waited till price action traded and closed below the Dzewne trend indicator while the Supertrend is still in green. We now trailed our QQE till we got our entry at this point, when the QQE histogram closed inside the moving average. So we would be entering a buy trade at the peak of this candlestick, and our stop loss would be the recent swing low, while our take profit levels is 1.6 times the risk. Please note that we open trade once per Supertrend signal, so as we have taken this trade, we won't be taking any other trade here till we see a new signal from the Supertrend. Now, in cases whereby the QQE does not trade below the zero line, when price action closes below the Dzewne trend indicator in a bullish trend, we would open trade when we have a blue histogram close above the moving average on the QQE indicator. We see here that we had a new buy signal from our Supertrend, and also, price traded and closed below the Dzewne trend indicator, but the QQE still remained above the zero line, so we waited till we got the blue histogram above the QQE moving average, as we would be entering trade at the peak of this candlestick. Our take profit and stop loss levels remain the same, so we would have bagged in this trade too, and the rule still remains that we take trade once per Supertrend signal. Keep watching as we reveal the conditions for a short position before we go ahead and backtest our strategy. Exactly the opposite is true for a sell trade. For a valid sell position, we would want to have a new sell signal from the Supertrend as the moving average is in red. Then we would want to have price action close above the Dzewne trend indicator. As our second confirmation, we would wait till we see the QQE histogram close inside the moving average while it's above the zero line, before we go ahead and place a sell stop order at the bottom of the trigger candlestick. So we see here that we had our Supertrend colored in red, and we got the price action close above the Dzewne trend indicator at this point in the chart. We then waited for our QQE histogram to close inside the moving average while it's above the zero line, and we see we got it at this point before we went ahead to place a sell stop order at the lows of this candlestick. Our stop loss remains the recent swing high, while our take profit levels are 1.6 times the risk. And as we said earlier, we only take trade once per Supertrend signal. Also, we would be taking a short position if the QQE remains below the zero line, while we get price action close above the Dzewne trend indicator and a sell trend. But we have to see a red histogram break below the QQE moving average. As we see here, we had our sell trend from the Supertrend. We then waited till price action closed above the Dzewne trend indicator, and we could see that the QQE has no action above the zero line. So we waited till we got our signal here, where the red histogram closed below the QQE moving average. So we would be placing a sell trade at the bottom of this triggered candlestick. Our stop loss and take profit levels remain the same. And please do not forget, we take trades once per Supertrend indicator signal, and it doesn't matter which condition is met first. As long as you have opened a position on a signaled Supertrend indicator, wait till you see a new trend in the market before you enter another trade. Okay traders, let's now quickly backtest our strategy with an account size of $1,000. And we would be covering 200 backtested trades, as we would be risking 1% of our capital on each trade. Let's go on with it. So we just finished the backtesting for this strategy, and we can see that the results are amazing. We had a win rate of 77% in 200 backtested trades, having won 154 trades and lost 46, which made us 200% return on investment. And I found those wonderful trade setups within 10 months, although commissions and spread fees would eat up some of the profit in real trading because it was not included in the backtest. So you definitely want to expect that number to be lower when trading live. The profit factor for this strategy is looking good, I guess. And we had 6 wins in a row against 4 losses in a row. So yeah, I'm definitely happy with these results. Okay traders, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.